In this video, we are going to see about states of a process. Before going to that, I want you all to know about multi-programming system. A multi-programming system is a system in which many user processes can exist simultaneously in RAM. Now, going into the states of a process, there are 7 states here, but first I want you all to focus on these 5 states. Later we'll see these 2 states also. So, what is this state? This state is new. It is present in hard disk. Now it is not loaded yet into RAM. Now when it is loaded into RAM, it is said to be in ready state. I said no in the previous video, when you run an executable file, it is loaded into RAM. So that state is ready state. Now when a dispatcher assigns the CPU resources to the loaded process, then it goes into running state. Here 2 things might happen. That depends on which criteria you are using. Suppose we are using priority as a criteria. Suppose a higher priority process comes than the existing process, then the process should be sent back to ready state in order to give CPU resources to the higher priority process. There may be timeout also. Suppose we are assigning time quanta to each process. So the time quanta of the current process if is completed, then we'll send the process to back to ready state. Now in this running state, there might be things happening. Suppose user should give input to the process, so IO request, that may take time. So in the meantime, so in order to save the time, the process is sent to waiting state and CPU resources are allocated to other process. So when the process goes into waiting state, it waits for IO. When it is completed, it may go into ready state. Here when the process is in the waiting state, 2 things might happen. Suppose there are many processes in the waiting state, that is many processes are waiting for IO. So for better utilization of CPU, some processes are sent into hard disk, that are like they are removed from RAM in order to utilize CPU in a better manner. So that state is known as suspend block state. So in this state, the process are present in hard disk. In waiting state, the process are present in RAM. Processes are present in RAM. Now if from here it is resumed, then they are loaded back into RAM. When they are loaded back into RAM, it goes into waiting state. Here if IO completes, then they are in suspend ready state. This is also present in hard disk only. Now when the process is in suspend ready state, if it is allowed to resume, then it goes back into ready state. Here initially when the process is loaded into RAM, it may get suspended also. So if the process when in ready state is suspended, then it goes to suspend ready state. So this is all about states of the process. Now this is important because we'll get to know what are all the states in which the process is present. Dispatcher allocates CPU resources to the processes, then the process moves from ready to running state. This is one of the important point to be noted. I hope you understood all the process states. Once again I will revise. New, ready. New means in hard disk itself. When it is loaded into RAM, ready state. When CPU resources are allocated, then in running state. Then if process completes after running, then finished. In between, if it waits for IO, then into waiting state. If many processes are waiting for better utilization of CPU, then suspend block state. If IO completes, then suspend ready state. If process resumes, then ready state. So in this way you can understand all the states of the process. I hope you understood this. Thank you.